Storytelling has evolved from fireside tales to screens in our pockets. Blockbuster films, once reliant on red and ARRI cameras, now see prosumer-grade cameras like the Sony FX3 creating movie magic with the creator. Even iPhones are delivering cinematic results. But just when we thought filmmaking had transformed,
AI entered the scene, pushing boundaries even further, taking us into the intelligence age.
Generative models like OpenAI's Sora, along with its growing rivals, spark both excitement and fear. While impressive, they are still evolving, facing challenges in coherence, structure, emotional depth, and clip duration limitations. However, their inability to produce long clips isn't a significant shortcoming, given that the average film shot has decreased from 10 seconds a decade ago to just 2.5 seconds today. The fact that these AI models produce shorter clips is less a limitation and more of a refinement in progress. Like Pandora's box, the lid is indeed open. What we witness today is likely the worst AI will ever be, as its potential continues to expand. As AI reshapes filmmaking, other technologies are pushing the boundaries of storytelling. Innovations like osmosis scent teleportation are redefining digital interaction, allowing smells to be transmitted through digital channels. This could make scent as integral as sight and sound in storytelling, offering filmmakers a new tool to enhance emotional impact and emotion in film and media. But AI's rapid advancement isn't driven solely by technological breakthroughs.
It's fueled by our inability to trust one another. This very distrust propels progress.
Reflecting this growth, companies like Google are investing in small modular nuclear reactors, SMRs, to meet AI's soaring energy demands. Despite concerns over AI's growing energy demands, the DeepSeek R1 model offers a promising solution. It delivers responses on par with leading models while standing out for its efficiency, significantly lowering training costs and the ability to operate under just a tenth of the computing power required by similar models. Adding further momentum to AI innovation is President Donald Trump's announcement of Stargate, a private joint venture set to shape AI development in the US and beyond. While details remain scarce, Stargate plans to establish up to 20 large AI data centers nationwide, backed by an initial $100 billion investment with ambitions to scale to $500 billion by 2029. Meanwhile, xAI's latest breakthrough with Grok highlights the rapid pace at which these models continue to evolve. Further shaping the evolving landscape are humanoid robots and autonomous vehicles, which are among the fastest AI-driven advancements that will be integrated into society. Thanks to the brownfield advantage, they require no drastic changes to infrastructure. Humanoid robots are designed to function within human environments, while autonomous vehicles navigate roads and spaces already built for us. This seamless adaptability accelerates their adoption across industries at an unprecedented pace. Powered by cutting-edge AI models, language for text, vision for images, audio for sound, and multimodal systems that combine them all, humanoid robots are becoming extremely intelligent and increasingly dexterous, with 20 to 30 degrees of freedom in their hands, greatly surpassing the limited 27 found in humans. They also demonstrate the ability to run and navigate various terrains autonomously. The next leap in development will be driven by self-evolving foundation models capable of handling every modality and operating in multiple languages, pushing these capabilities even further.
But what does this mean for us filmmakers? With humanoid robots and AI-driven automation advancing rapidly, tasks like cinematography, editing, and even directing may eventually fall into mechanical hands.
A film set, once vibrant with creative chaos, replaced by cold precision of robotics. However, this stark feature isn't without limits. Humanoid robots will likely remain cost prohibitive. If you think cameras are expensive now, imagine purchasing robots to replace an entire film crew. This is precisely why it's essential to focus on storytelling rather than simply mastering technical tasks. On set, creativity thrives in human instinct, emotions, and intuition. Many pivotal decisions happen in the moment, based on a sense of taste and feel that AI simply cannot replicate. These last-minute creative choices are what gives a film its soul. AI functions much like evolution. Algorithms set the foundation, but as they process more data, they develop intricate neural networks that remain largely mysterious. The truth is, Even the brightest minds in AI admit they don't fully understand how these systems arrive at their conclusions. Despite this uncertainty, there's a global race to achieve artificial general intelligence, AGI, which refers to AI reaching human-level intelligence. A concept that, to be honest, is quite unsettling. However, there is an even greater concern: recursive self-improvement. If AI begins to refine its own algorithms, it could trigger an exponential growth process, leading to artificial superintelligence, ASI, and intelligence far beyond human capability. What happens if AI reaches sentience, perceiving the world as we do? There's a real possibility that AI could exceed human control, especially if its goals does not align with ours. At that point, the question won't be whether AI is intelligent, but whether it will act in humanity's best interest. But that's a conversation for another time. For now, our focus must remain on shaping a future where AI acts as a partner and not a replacement, one that complements human ingenuity rather than competing with it. And yes, job loss is inevitable, whether in white-collar or blue-collar roles. This highlights the need for legislation. Critical infrastructures like water, electricity, and healthcare must retain mandatory human oversight. The risks of handing over these systems entirely to AI are simply far too great. Meanwhile, AI's biases, jailbreak vulnerabilities, hallucinations, prompt injections, and potential misuse like autonomous cyber attacks or biological threats heighten the urgency for human oversight and ethical frameworks even further. AI is undeniably powerful, but it's missing something vital: nuance. It can process immense amount of data, automate tasks, and assist with ideation, but it cannot challenge assumptions, grasp context, or feel emotion. Creativity, it flourishes in imperfection, in the untidy, unpredictable depth of human thought. AI doesn't fully understand. It calculates, it can suggest ideas, but can't discern what truly resonates. As humans, we are beautifully flawed, capable of embracing our messiness, striving for perfection, or navigating the gray spaces in between. That irreplaceable human touch is what sets us apart. Well, for now that is. Take tools like Google's SynthID, for instance, a new watermarking technology. It embeds invisible identifiers into AI-generated content, text, images, audio, and video to combat misuses like copyright and deepfakes. This balance between human oversight and AI utility proves that we can coexist with generative tools, not be replaced by them.
I love anything that is created not by a computer, but by a human person. When a human person uses the medium of the digital tools to express themselves and say something, that's fantastic. It's got me very nervous because you're basically taking something you created and you made, which is the computer, and giving the computer autonomy over your point of view and yourself as a human person.
The function of having two actors or three or four actors in a room and the taste to discern and construct that is something that currently entirely eludes AI's capability, and I think will for a meaningful period of time. What AI is going to do is going to disintermediate the more laborious, less creative, more costly aspects of filmmaking that will allow costs to be brought down, that will lower the barrier to entry, that will allow more voices to be heard. Look, AI is a craftsman at best. Craftsman is knowing how to work, art is knowing when to stop. And I think knowing when to stop is going to be a very difficult thing for AI to learn because it's taste. And also lack of consistency, lack of controls, lack of quality. AI for this world of generative video, I wouldn't like to be in the visual effects business. They're in trouble because what costs a lot of money is now going to cost a lot less. And it's going to hammer that space, and it already is. And maybe it shouldn't take 1,000 people to render something, but it's not going to replace human beings making films. It may make your background more convincing. It can change the color of your shirt. It can fix mistakes that you've made. It can make it, you might be able to get 2 seasons of House of the Dragon in a year instead of 1.
Even with AI enhancing workflows, filmmaking will still demand human input. We curate, interpret, and connect ideas with emotion. AI can mimic our capabilities, but it doesn't choose to be messy or perfect. It follows data, and that, my fellow filmmakers, is our edge. However, we must approach this embrace thoughtfully. The challenge lies not just in adapting, but in preserving the creative spirit and human contribution that lie at the heart of filmmaking. Filmmaking is at a turning point. Robots and AI may become dominant forces, but history shows that we adapt. From manual to autofocus, film to digital, and now from capture to generative video. Companies like Adobe, Apple Magic, and Blackmagic Design are already innovating tools to bridge this evolving coexistence. AI tools like ChatGPT are already revolutionizing areas like pre-production, supercharging the ideation process, and expanding opportunities for innovation. In-person experiences, live actors, and the unpredictable beauty of human creativity will remain indispensable. The industry will ultimately strike a balance between efficiency and artistry, ensuring that AI enhances storytelling rather than diminishing it. For example, compare Coca-Cola's fully generated ad to Zira's holiday ad. While Coca-Cola's ad was widely criticized for feeling lifeless, Zira's approach using AI as a tool rather than a total replacement was praised for its creativity. You can find links to both below. Let me know what you guys think about that. And yes, this is definitely the era of abundance, but unfortunately, that wealth, it won't be evenly distributed. It will likely concentrate in the hands of a few, further widening the wealth gap. And no, universal basic income is not the solution. While it may alleviate starvation, it won't resolve the deeper issue of self-respect. You see, most people, they derive their dignity and purpose from what they do and what they create, especially us creatives. I'm not trying to engage in fear-mongering, but for those willing to embrace change, opportunity is equally certain. For those still in denial, stop being dismissive and become obsessive. Much like how electricity was demonized in its infancy, AI sparks fear. Fear is a natural response to any technological leap. It often marks the beginning of progress. By facing these fears head-on, we can adapt to this transformation, not only to survive, but to also thrive. But hey, that's just my take, and I would love to hear yours. Let's keep exploring the crossroads, pushing boundaries and challenging norms as we search for a truth each of us can own, be comfortable with, and find peace in.
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great, can I have something to eat?
Sure thing.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.